There's the big man and little Jubbers waiting patiently for his breakfast. He's back in his other paddock and he can now be king of the castle again. And then who else have we got around? Oh, there's Hidda, My, and Annie at the hay bar over there. And then in here we have Hannes, who was in last night. How are you, handsome? Should I get you your breakfast? Yes. And now it's all quiet again. So there's Hidda with his breakfast, Hannes in there eating his, Annie with hers, and Micah with hers. Then here's the big man up here waiting for his. Come on then, handsome. Yes. It's brookie time, isn't it? It's very exciting. Yes. Little Prince Colour's up here somewhere. He's up off the back, I think. There you go, handsome. There's Little Prince Colour off up the back. And there's Hoytsy and Jibs. Hannes is in the turnout for the day. He's currently just eating yesterday's scraps. But Hoytsy's up there looking over his kingdom. He does love to be in this top paddock because he can see everywhere. He can see the tie-ups, he can see this turnout, he can see the arena, the round pen, he can see the free wanderers up there. So yeah, he can just see everywhere and watch everything going on. Should I get you a proper hay net? Yes, that's a good idea. There we go, he's happy. He's now got a hay net. Yes. So he's in here by himself, but he's quite happy by himself. He gets all the food until Annie, Hidda and Micah come back down. Then you're gonna have to share. But if I think he wants a friend, I can get Annie and pop her in with him. But for now, he's very happy, tucking into his morning hay net. Now I'm just up with Hoytsy and the ponies, and I've just put Little Prince's fly sheet on as the flies were bothering him a bit, so now he is in his fly sheet. You may see him bobbing his head up and down. That's because he gets flies on his face sometimes, but I've just put a bit of fly spray on a sponge and just wiped his face with it. It seemed to help with the flies. Yes. But he's quite happy. Yes. Yes. And then got the big man and the little man. Hello. Yes. And then we'll go see little Jubbers. He's quite happy, trying to get as much grass through the muzzle as he possibly can. Jub! Jub Jub! He's too busy to talk at the minute. So I've just finished looking at Hannes's box, so that's all ready for him for tonight. And now I'm just going to go around the yard and poo pick and wash out the feed bowls. So Hannes has got some friends, so want to take his hay. So that's Annie and Micah at the hay bar. And then his little floppy doo. Yes, there's a few flies around, aren't there? But he's having a nice snooze in the sun. So Micah's now joined Hidda for a mid-morning snooze, and I'm just clearing up the yard and tie-ups, and this mat is annoying me. So the hair is just sitting in front of it, and I think underneath it it's just getting a bit squelchy when you stand on it, and that normally means there's just a bit of hair build up underneath it. So I just flip it over, sweep it out, sweep around that bit, and it'll look better. So I've just finished getting all the hair out from under the mat. That was where my phone was sat to record it. But now the hair is gone and it looks a lot better. It's now no longer annoying me. And that's like the sludge pile which came out from under the mat. It's surprising how much hair sits under that mat. But now it's time to go make feeds and go see the boys and girls down the road. Okay, so here are the feeds on the quad ready to go down. Here's the girlies. So we got Ren over there. She's just navigating the boggy bit of the field, and she's got a nice dry path, so I'll smooth her feed over here. Well done, Ren, you avoid the most boggiest bit. Clever girl. So there's hers. And then got Miss Maybelline. Then we've got Dale behind her. And then we've got a special child, Xiao Xiao. And then we've got Yo-Yo, Nika, and then Inna over there. So the girls seem to be eating their feeds quite well today, as they're still just getting used to the new feed, as they've been on it for the shortest amount of time. But they have done some switching, so some of them don't have their supplements in there just for ease, because they do switch quite a lot, so they think, oh, someone might have something different and better than mine. But they all seem to be eating their own quite well. Now it's time to go feed the boys, and they're all stood there waiting. Okay, so we're now down with the boysies. So there's Ice with his, Weirdo with his, then Big Baby Nero with his. So while they eat, I'm actually going to take you over to Teddy Bear's tree, as I've seen a couple of comments asking, can people see his tree? So just walking over to his tree now. So I will show you his tree. Here is his tree. As you can see, there are cones and a couple of barriers on it, as there's a bit of a gap between the soil and the rest of the field. So we will get that filled in. And obviously, as the boys are out here, we don't want anyone to put their feet in the hole and potentially injure themselves. And as the Big Baby Nero is out here, if anyone's going to do it, it would be him. So it's all protected, and Tamara has popped tree guards on it. She's put tree guards on all the other trees as well to protect them from the deer from trying to eat them, as they have all been stoned round. So they're looking really good. So there is his tree. I have actually named his tree. So this is his tree and his girlfriend, because when Tracy came down the road to see the driver when he was delivering the tree. She called it a she. Then a while later I had a thought, because as many of you know, if you've seen Holly's teddy bear vlogs, it was his lifelong dream to have a girlfriend, and he now has his girlfriend. He has Susie, as I have called her, Suzanne, but Susie for short. So he finally has his girlfriend. So I just got down here. I just brought her up the road, as when I was down feeding the girls, I noticed that she was maybe feeling a bit uncomfortable and she was slightly off her food. So I brought her up here so I can keep an eye on her for the rest of the afternoon, and she'll stay up here overnight. So tomorrow we can see how she is first thing in the morning. But Dow is more prone to stomach issues, so it might just be that she has a little bit of tummy ache. So I'm going to give her a sloppy feed with some electrolytes in case she's a bit dehydrated. So she'll have a feed, and I checked her temperature. She's good. She's in the normal range of temperature, so her temperature's okay. So I will get her a feed, and then she can wander, and we'll just keep an eye on her. But she seems okay. She's still okay in herself. It might just be that she's got a little bit of bellyache, but we will see how she goes. Dale's now wandering. She's just saying hello to Hannes. And I just popped Micah and hid her in the round pen while I was down feeding, as they would try and pinch their feeds. So I will let them out in a minute, but Dad'll greeting everyone. So she's talking to Hidda. Hidda there? Do not want to talk to Hidda, do we? You want to talk to him, but he doesn't want to talk to you. Oh, no. Yes. And just to add on from the last clip, this is where feeding time out in the field is an essential part of the day for us, as this is the time when we can walk around them all, make sure they're all okay, they're their normal happy selves, and check them over in case they've got any cuts or swellings, and we can make sure that they're all moving okay, and just make sure they're all okay. And that's when today I noticed Al just wasn't quite right, so I brought her up, but she's quite happy now, just wandering the yard, so she'll stay up here overnight and we can see how she is in the morning. So I just got Weirdo here, just brought him up. He's going to have a bit of a tidy up and a main wash. So also just to clear up any confusion, because on my last video I got a couple of comments saying, who is Weirdo? And now this is Weirdo. So he's also known as Uber or Obi. I have nicknamed him Weirdo as he's a bit weird. Yes. So this is Weirdo. So he's going to have a main wash, but the open day was last week and I didn't actually make a video last week, but this will be the final update on his mane and my nails. So his mane grew very well. So there's the chunk. So he got a good lot of length on that, and it does blend in quite well. So that's his mane. He did well. He didn't rub it out. Well done, Weirdo. And then I had my nails done last week. So there's my nails. So I've got Weirdo colours, and then I got teddy stars on them. What do you think, Weirdo? Yeah, you can have a snooze now. Yeah. So Weirdo is having a bit of a snooze now. He's had his main wash, he's had a good groom and some scratches. So I'm going to pop his fly sheet back on now and pop him down to the field again. Yeah, we're back down at the field. Come Weirdo. Come on. Come on, little man. Here he is, on his way to the boys. And here's the boys waiting for him. Nero wasn't very happy that Weirdo left him. He had a little bit of a run round and he was calling for him, so he wasn't overly happy, but he settled down. But he was okay because he had Iceman for company. Yes. No, not over the wall. We don't want to break the wall. There we go. He's back out with his boysies. There's Iceman and big baby Nero. Everyone's in quite a snoozy mood today. So there's Hidda. There's Micah having a bit of an ear scratch. And she's absolutely loving living up on the yard, aren't you? Yes. She wants to live up here all the time now. She's the next diva in training, aren't you? Yes. And then we've got Dowdle over here, who she doesn't quite know who to stand with. Because after I brought her up, she had a feed. She ate it. She wandered for a bit, and then I did actually pop her in a box. So she could be out the heat for a little while and have some shade. And she did do a poo while she was in the box, and that is a very good sign. That means everything's moving through her system. So that's a very good sign. And I think Annie must be in Bessie's barn. So I'm not 100% sure where she is otherwise. And here's Annie. She's having a bit of shade in Bessie's barn. You've also pooed in here, Annie. You don't really care though. Hey. It's been nice because I've seen Annie and Micah. They've been stood in here and they just watch the world go by. They stand and they look out to the wall to see if anyone's coming or going. Yes, you quite like it in here. It is nice and cool in here. So Annie's just having a break from the heat. Everyone's been snoozing. I've been just doing some of the day-to-day jobs, like getting some washing done and just doing a bit of tidying up around the yard. Now I'm about to go make their teas for tonight and their breakfast for tomorrow morning. Is in his box for the night, and everyone else is stood in the barn, not so patiently waiting for their tea. They're giving massive hints that it's time for their tea, and I'm gonna have to give it them now before a proper war breaks out. So Hidda's there, stood right by the entrance to the feed room because he wants his tea. Then everyone else is stood behind. So I'm going to give them their tea before, like, horsey World War III breaks out. You, Hidda, would cause it, wouldn't you? Yes. So get them their tea. Hoytzer is also pacing, waiting for his tea up there as well. So I'll get them all fed, then they'll disappear a bit. Then I can get the last few bits all done in peace. There's the big man enjoying his breakfast. And then as we start to go down, we've got everyone else having theirs. So there's Joe at the front, tucking into hers nicely. That tasty, yeah. Then we've got Micah making a mess on the tie-ups. There's Annie. That tasty. That nice bit of apple. You starting with your apple, eh? Yes. Then in here, got Hidda with his. Then Hannes is in there with his. It's the end of the day now. I've got the yard all finished. There's Annie, Hidda, Hannes in there. There's Schmeldel. Weezy and the ponies are up there. And there's Micah. So they're all ready for bed now. So love you all, and I will see you early next week.